Coffee lovers, this topic is for you. We'll explore the benefits of coffee based on science. Is coffee good for you? This course is for everybody who wants to have a good relationship with coffee, especially coffee lovers who want to know what to expect from this popular drink. What are the health benefits? How many cups of coffee a day they should drink to experience the most health benefits? And what is the tipping point where the risks outweigh the benefits and caffeine starts to affect your heart and overall health? Coffee is the most popular beverage worldwide, with an estimated 3 billion cups consumed every day. If you're like most adults, caffeine is a part of your daily routine and a social habit. Coffee consumption has been linked to reduced risk of many conditions, with the greatest effect being at around 4 or 5 cups per day. It appears that coffee is generally safe as long as you're not a heavy drinker. What are the benefits of coffee as backed up by science? Coffee is a popular beverage around the globe that has impressive health benefits. The most important one is that it can even boost longevity. Some people cannot even imagine a day without coffee. A new article from Harvard School of Public Health named "Caffeinated or Not, Coffee Linked with Longer Life" shows that the compounding coffee, the powerful antioxidants, show potential health benefits, the most notable being an increased lifespan. Studies have shown that up to 5 cups of coffee per day, or a total of 400 ml, is associated with a reduced risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and mortality. An increased quantity does not seem to offer additional health benefits. The study, analyzing data from about 500,000 Britons, found that coffee consumption was linked to a 14% decrease in mortality rates during the 10-year study period. An interesting finding is that it doesn't matter if coffee is caffeinated or not. It's the overall composition that matters. Good quality coffee, freshly grounded and well prepared to keep its most nutrients. In 2 other very large studies, drinking coffee was associated with a 20% reduced risk of death in men and a 26% decreased risk of death in women over a period of 24 years. So, it seems that up to 5 cups of coffee daily seems acceptable unless you have a particular condition, such as suffering from heart disease, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, or if your doctor advises otherwise. This is the power of antioxidants. Coffee contains hundreds of bioactive compounds. It can be the single source of antioxidants for many people, those who do not eat a variety of fruits and vegetables on a regular basis. The short-term benefits include: coffee can improve energy levels. This is because it contains a stimulant called caffeine. We all know the immediate energy boost that coffee gives, making it a great choice when we need to feel alert and more productive. In fact, this is the reason why most people enjoy a cup of fresh coffee first thing in the morning. It can also improve the brain functions such as memory, mood, and reaction time, and is also a source of energy, especially for people performing physical activities. The benefits on the long term. Studies show that coffee may reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, neurological disorders, and liver conditions. It can be more tasty and provide additional benefits if you limit sugar and add spices such as vanilla extract, cinnamon, or cocoa powder, each with their unique wellness benefits. Going more holistically, coffee should be just a part of your lifestyle. You can compound the potential health benefits of drinking coffee with a balanced diet, exercise, sleep, stress management techniques. So how much coffee is the optimal amount to get all the benefits but avoid the negative side effects? What is the tipping point? Most studies suggest that drinking 4 to 5 cups of coffee per day seems optimal. According to the dietary guidelines for Americans, it's safe to drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day with a maximum intake of 400 milligrams of caffeine. Caffeine content can vary depending on the type of coffee, but an average 8-ounce cup had 95-100 milligrams of caffeine. Ultimately, it's about if you're used to drinking coffee, how much, how often. Listen to your body. Sometimes you drink it just because of habit, or that you feel tired and your body needs it to continue to function. You can still get some of the potential health benefits by drinking 1 cup of coffee a day, or even by drinking a caffeinated coffee. The conclusion from several studies suggests that 6 cups of coffee a day is a tipping point where the risks outweigh the benefits and caffeine starts to affect your heart on the long term. The side effects of drinking too much coffee. How much is too much? Recent research has found that heavy coffee consumption, as much as 6 cups per day, may be associated with a moderate increase of cardiovascular disease, a risk 22% higher compared to people who had just a cup or 2. This can be especially bad if you are a heavy coffee drinker. On the long term, the effects being cumulative. With too much coffee over a short time, you may experience mental and physical symptoms including anxiety, restlessness, fast heartbeat, insomnia. Just reduce the caffeine intake or avoid it altogether if you experience such symptoms. You may also consider decaffeinated coffee. Coffee contains caffeine, which is a stimulant. Excessive caffeine intake can make your heart work harder, increasing the heart rate, blood pressure, make you feel more anxious, restless, influence your sleep. Just consume it in moderation. What about other sources of caffeine? Coffee is not a single source of caffeine. Other sources include tea, soft drinks, energy drinks, chocolate, and certain medications. You need to balance these. Take into account that 4 cups of coffee is the maximum amount of caffeine, provided that you can get caffeine only from coffee. This excluding other sources such as green or black tea, other beverages with caffeine such as Coke or energy drinks. Up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day seems to be safe for most healthy adults. That's about the amount of caffeine in 4 cups of coffee, or 10 cans of Coke, or 2 energy drinks. Of course, the caffeine intake may vary, especially among energy drinks. So consider your caffeine intake and sources carefully. Prioritize the natural products for their health benefits. Coffee, tea, chocolate are great choices. That's where the magic happens. And most importantly, listen to your body. It will tell you if something is wrong. Can drinking too much coffee kill you? For healthy adults, no. Some data shows that you would have to drink more than 100 cups, the equivalent of almost 24 liters in a single day, which is almost impossible. If you suffer from an already existing medical condition, especially heart disease, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, and you experience symptoms such as an increased heartbeat, anxiety, restlessness, insomnia, talk to your doctor about your particular situation. On the long term, drinking 6 or more cups of coffee a day can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 22%. It can be particularly harmful if you already suffer from an existing heart condition, when you need to limit or avoid caffeinated coffee and drink only decaf. However, there are a few rare cases of people dying after taking caffeine supplements. What if you're pregnant or breastfeeding? If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, it's generally recommended to avoid or reduce the coffee intake, as it could have an effect on the developing baby. It's best to check with your doctor. As a conclusion, what is the truth about coffee? Some studies offer mixed results. Others agree on these findings. But most importantly, each body is unique, and we need to take into consideration our particular case. However, keep in mind that coffee consumption can be linked to a reduced risk of many conditions, with the greatest effect at around 4 or 5 cups per day. It appears that coffee is generally safe as long as you're not a heavy drinker or suffer from conditions such as heart disease, ulcers, or inflammatory bowel disease. Coffee has antioxidants, which provide the most long-term benefits, and caffeine, which gives energy and stimulates your mind and body on the short term. In 2 very large studies, drinking coffee was associated with a 20% reduced risk of death in men and a 26% decreased risk of death in women over a period of 18-24 years. The conclusion from several studies suggests that 6 cups of coffee a day is a tipping point, where the risks outweigh the benefits, and caffeine starts to affect your heart on the long term. Coffee is not a single source of caffeine. Others include tea, soft drinks, energy drinks, chocolate, and certain medications. Balance them carefully and choose caffeine from natural sources to experience the health benefits, such as coffee, tea, and chocolate. Does the benefit of drinking coffee regularly outweigh the risks? Yes, for healthy adults. It appears that drinking up to 4 cups of coffee a day provides the most health benefits on the short term, and long term also. The most notable benefit is that moderate coffee consumption may increase your lifespan. And last but not least, a coffee recipe for busy people, a 2-in-1 breakfast and coffee mix, for at home or for to go. It only takes 5 minutes to make it, and you're all set for a busy morning. The Wake Me Up 2-in-1 coffee smoothie. You need 1-2 teaspoons coffee, 1 banana, 1 tablespoon honey, 3-4 tablespoons oats, or more depending on your desired consistency, 1 cup vegetable milk like almond, quinoa, coconut, 1 tablespoon cocoa powder, hemp seeds, 1-2 teaspoons coconut oil, cinnamon powder, and ice. You may adjust the recipe depending on what ingredients you have in your home. How to prepare it? Blend all the ingredients until the composition becomes smooth. Check for the desired consistency and add more oats or vegetable milk. In the end, add ice. If you wish, decorate it with chocolate bites, cocoa or cinnamon powder, or coconut flakes. Serve this healthy 2-in-1 breakfast at home or take it for to go. What do you think, coffee lovers? How many cups of coffee a day do you usually have?